Good day in English, bonjour in French. I am presenting the communication modes, tourist destination, and of course, the intercultural communication style of French. By the way, I'm Antonina Tiosho, Bachelor of Science in Pharmacology student. Let's start with the communication mode of France. France are diplomatically communicate in a direct way. First, this is due to the country's high degree of individualistic, which people tend to speak or communicate of what they feel and what they think. In terms of verbal communication mode, we have here the compliments. Compliments are often appreciated, but will usually be received with denial instead of thank you. Humor, we have here humor. The French tend to tell punch joke all the time, but they, we have here humor. The French tend not to tell jokes. They prefer witty and ironic humor. We have here the non-verbal communication mode. As you can see, we have here the eye contact, personal space, physical contact. In terms of personal space, an open arm's length of distance or a bit closer is an appropriate or considered as affection. We have here the eye contact. In Asian, mostly in Japan, eye contact is thought to be disrespectful or rude, but in France, eye contact is understood as respect. We have here the tourist destinations or what France is famous for. The capital of the stunning country is one of the hottest tourist destinations around the world, the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is the symbol of the country, and of the first things that pops into your head when you think about France. Here's a fun fact about the Eiffel Tower. There is a reason why there aren't any photos during nighttime of the tower during nighttime. It is because of the copyright of European laws. European Union. The lights are considered a work of art. Work of art is protected during the artist's lifetime. So if you take photos of the twinkling lights, you're technically breaking the law. We have here the Louvre. That's how they pronounce with an French accent. It is the most famous museum. It is known for its iconic pyramid glass shape. The next one is Notre Dame de Paris. That's how they pronounce it. It is a medieval Catholic cathedral. The next one is Versailles. The Palace of Versailles, where the royal palace residence. Of course, France is not a France without fashion. France is famous for its influence for the fashion world. Kaya po kilala ang So let's go for our main topic, which is intercultural communication styles of France. Learn more about France in terms of greetings, visiting, punctuality, gift giving, praying, dining, tipping, and making friends. In the form of greetings, in most Western countries, handshakes are most common in the form of greeting. But in France, people greet each other by kissing on the both cheeks. But in verbal, you also when entering a store, you always say bonjour before asking. In the form of body language, yawning and sneezing in public are considered with a very bad behavior. You do not. This symbol is that this gesture is considered as a vulgar gesture. Normally, when someone has to show the gesture of okay, they circle their finger into O. Ganyan. But in France, ang simple po nito, or this gesture is this zero gesture means you are insulting them or you are calling them as useless, worthless. That's how the body language of French. Gift giving. In the form of gift giving. In France, gift giving is not a ritual. Unlike here in the Philippines, when you just visit the wedding ceremony, you have to bring a gift for kitchen utensils, pambata, ganyan. But in France, roses, wines, and chocolates are acceptable in all occasions. Papa ceremony, birthdays are accepted. The next one is the queuing. Queuing, line up in orderly fashion, one behind the other, and wait your turn to be served. So France kasi, they have this principle of this 3-meter principle, where especially at the bank cash machine, make sure you stand 3 meters away from the person using it. Of course, to have privacy. Tipping. Tipping is a basic courtesy in France to say bonjour. In France, hindi po basta-basta magtatanong. You have to say bonjour before asking. And of course, always smile while talking to others, because not smiling is considered as rude behavior. When in form of dining, the French take their food very seriously. Dining etiquette is absolutely a must. It is very rude to keep your hands on your lap while dining in France. The number one rule in French dining etiquette is to follow the host. You have to wait till food is served. All the food is served before you eat. We have here the dresses, the traditional clothes, and modern clothes. The one thing that I've searched about traditional clothes is that it has meaning why they wear the traditional clothes. And traditional costumes reflected the social standing and faith of the wearer. That is how they valued the most when wearing traditional clothes. We have here the modern clothes, of course. Friendship. Friends in France are bound by mutual obligations and mutual responsibilities. They expect friends to do certain circumstances. Expect friendships to be deep and long term. That's how friends of French people valued the most their friendship could be. And that's all. Mercy.